A minor dispute at a drive-thru.
Stop reaching over there. Stop reaching over there.
Flora! Come on, you fat piggy!
Or a heated family argument.
Whatever I am. So then what happens on that?
Can spiral into a legal catastrophe when defiance and impulsiveness take over, like biting a parent
On me and make me a fucking problem.
or kicking a cop in a drunken rage.
Wait, don't do that!
What would you do if confronted by police in these situations? Next, explore real-life scenarios where officers encounter lawbreakers and learn how to avoid such predicaments. On January 26, 2025, a seemingly routine visit to a Taco Bell drive-thru escalated into a significant law enforcement encounter, highlighting the consequences of non-compliance with lawful orders. As an analyst reviewing this incident, the events serve as a case study in how quickly minor disputes can spiral into serious legal repercussions when individuals fail to cooperate with authorities. This analysis dissects the incident, offers a cautionary perspective, and provides advice for those tempted to disregard legal directives.
You mind coming out here and telling me that? I'm gonna have you step out on that side, okay?
You want him out?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, miss. Miss. Hey, miss. Can you step out for me, please?
I don't want to step out of the car. There's no reason for
Okay,
this.
well, I'm giving you a lawful order, so you need to step out of the car.
The incident began when police were called to a Taco Bell after a couple refused to leave the drive-ever, disrupting operations. The situation worsened when the male passenger threw food at an employee over an incorrect order, prompting a police response. Officers attempted to engage the couple, requesting identification and asking them to step out of their vehicle to investigate potential crimes, including trespassing and possible intoxication. Both individuals repeatedly refused to comply, escalating tensions through verbal resistance, rolling up windows, and questioning the officer's authority. This non-compliance led to their arrests for obstructing official business and failure to disclose identifying information, alongside criminal trespass warnings, banning them from the Taco Bell location.
Trouble right now, just step out. Come on.
I don't have to be in trouble because
I'm not saying you're in trouble. We're trying to investigate a possible crime. Step out. I don't have a lot of room to work. Just step out.
What is the possible crime?
Hey, stop reaching over there. Into the controls. Stop.
You need to step out of the
Stop
car.
reaching over there.
I literally can't see you in here. Just step.
From an analytical perspective, the couple's behavior exemplifies a critical error, misunderstanding or disregarding the legal obligation to comply with lawful police orders during an investigation. Officers had reasonable suspicion of multiple offenses: trespassing, disorderly conduct, and potential intoxication, based on the employee's report and the couple's actions. Their refusal to exit the vehicle or provide identification hindered the officer's ability to investigate, escalating a manageable situation into arrests. The female occupant's emotional pleas and claims of innocence, while understandable, did not negate her legal responsibility to cooperate. Similarly, the male's obstructive behavior and eventual insults toward officers only worsened his position.
Hey, what's the crime?
What's the crime?
Yeah, what's investigating?
Well, I mean, you're throwing stuff at employees, stuff like that. We just want to talk. Okay, then what? Put the window back down.
Hey, can you cooperate and step out?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you through a window. I don't know what they're on, but it looks like there's like spray.
This incident serves as a stark warning. Non-compliance with law enforcement can transform minor disputes into serious legal consequences. Individuals who challenge lawful orders risk charges like obstruction, which carry penalties ranging from fines to jail time, depending on jurisdiction. The couple's insistence on debating the officer's reasoning rather than complying delayed the investigation and led to their arrests. Their emotional distress, while genuine, does not exempt them from legal accountability. This case underscores that cooperation, even when one feels wronged, is often the most effective way to resolve such encounters without escalating to arrests or criminal records.
I am in a car. I can't leave.
Okay.
So if
Well, it
I
also
walk-
sounds like you weren't letting her leave either, so.
How would I not let her leave when she's driving? How?
Stop, you're under arrest.
Okay,
Unlock the car.
Why? I'm
Unlock the
just
car.
giving you the.
Unlock the car.
Don't tell your real people.
Get out of the car. Step out of the car.
Please,
Step out of the car. Please step out of the car.
Just please.
Step out of the car.
I didn't know.
Step out of the car. Get out.
Okay.
All right, easy. We got it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
The suspects were charged with obstructing official business and failure to disclose identifying information, as well as issued criminal trespass warnings. Both individuals repeatedly refused to comply with lawful orders to exit their vehicle and provide identification, hindering officers' ability to investigate potential crimes such as trespassing, disorderly conduct, throwing food, and possible intoxication based on observed slurred speech and behavior. Their initial refusal to provide identification during a lawful investigation constituted a separate offense under statutes like Ohio Revised Code, Section 2921.29, as officers needed this information to issue trespass warnings and conduct further inquiries. Additionally, the couple was banned from the Taco Bell location after lingering in the drive-thru for 15 minutes post-order, disrupting business operations, which met the criteria for criminal trespass under laws like Ohio Revised Code, Section 2911.21. These charges were supported by state laws, such as Ohio Revised Code, Section 2921.31, which defines obstructing official business as intentionally interfering with a public official's lawful duties. This incident in Florida on May 6, 2025, serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of disregarding lawful authority and engaging in reckless behavior. The woman's confrontation with a parking enforcement officer, followed by her belligerent interaction with police, escalated a minor dispute into a serious legal matter. Her actions, marked by verbal aggression, possible intoxication, and resistance to law enforcement, highlight a pattern of poor decision-making that carries significant legal and social repercussions. This case underscores the importance of personal accountability and the need to respect legal boundaries, particularly when interacting with law enforcement. Below, I analyze the incident, offer a cautionary perspective, and provide advice for those tempted to flout the law, concluding with a detailed breakdown of the charges and their legal basis.
No, really.
I gotta talk
No,
on the radio.
really.
I'm trying to talk
Do
on
you
the
have
radio.
something to do with your
Can I talk on the radio?
No, I don't
Be
give
quiet.
a shit about your radio.
Can you copy your
Really?
driver's license?
Come on, man. Go ahead. You're
320.
Yep, I'm white female. Can I have my fucking shit back?
No.
No, I want my shit back.
The woman's initial confrontation with the parking enforcement officer was unnecessary and confrontational. Witnesses reported her using profanity and aggressively challenging the officer's actions, which were part of routine duties. This behavior alone disrupted public order, but her subsequent interaction with responding police officers compounded the issue. Her refusal to cooperate, repeated attempts to re-enter her vehicle, and hostile language, including insults and threats, escalated the situation. The suspicion of intoxication, corroborated by a witness who saw her drinking, further complicated her ability to exercise sound judgment. Her claim of being military and insistence that she never did anything wrong reflect a denial of responsibility, a common trait in individuals who fail to recognize the gravity of their actions until faced with consequences.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. You're wrong. You, the fact that you put his wife in goddamn hands. Are you serious?
This incident serves as a cautionary tale for those who believe they can disregard law enforcement without repercussions. Confronting officers, especially while impaired, is a recipe for legal trouble. The woman's behavior not only endangered herself, but also strained public resources and created an unsafe environment for others. Her arrest was not the result of arbitrary police action, but a direct consequence of her refusal to de-escalate and comply. Individuals who act similarly risk not only immediate consequences like arrest, but also long-term impacts, including criminal records, fines, incarceration, and damage to personal and professional reputations.
I pray to God it wasn't. Hi. Hello, Key West.
Hang on, wait here. Wait.
I'm not doing it. Where
Wait
the
over here.
f- am I gonna go? Where the f- am I gonna
You're
go?
gonna go right there. You're gonna stay right there.
Where the f- am I gonna go, dude?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I don't
Come
want you to
on,
fall.
man. Come on, man.
What if you fell?
You are. No, I'm not.
To those tempted to defy the law, consider the broader implications of your actions. Disrespecting authority or engaging in confrontational behavior, particularly under the influence, rarely ends well. Instead, prioritize de-escalation. Remain calm, comply with lawful orders, and address grievances through proper channels, such as legal representation or formal complaints. If you suspect you've consumed alcohol or substances, avoid situations where your judgment could lead to conflict. The momentary satisfaction of defiance is far outweighed by the lasting consequences of a criminal record. Seek help for substance abuse if it impairs your decision-making, and always be mindful that law enforcement officers are tasked with maintaining public safety, not targeting individuals without cause.
Hi. How are you? How are you? How are you?
Did you understand what he's read to you?
How are you?
Is that your
Are
response
you
to
a
his
great
threat?
person? Are you a good person?
that your response
Are
to
you a
Officer
good person?
I guess
Yes
that
or
is your
no?
response.
I haven't done anything wrong. I've sat here and I haven't done
She
anything
attempted
wrong.
to get back in the vehicle a couple of times. That's why we have detained her.
Moreover, this case illustrates how quickly a minor issue, disputing a parking ticket, can spiral into serious charges. The woman's belief that her military background or past experiences exempted her from accountability was misguided. No one is above the law, and claims of innocence do not negate observable behavior. For those who think they can talk their way out of a situation, this incident is a reminder that words and actions carry weight. Respectful communication and compliance are far more effective than defiance.
Oh, my husband will. I will never accept this.
The suspect faces multiple charges with clear legal grounding under Florida law. For resisting arrest, Florida statute section 843.02 classifies resisting an officer without violence as a first-degree misdemeanor, supported by the suspect's repeated attempts to re-enter her vehicle against police orders and her refusal to comply, obstructing officers' lawful duties. For driving under the influence, DUI, Florida statute section 316.193 defines operating a vehicle while impaired as a crime, substantiated by witness reports of the suspect's drinking, coupled with her erratic behavior, including profanity, agitation, and denial of wrongdoing, providing probable cause despite no mentioned field sobriety test. Additionally, under Florida statute section 836.12, the suspect's aggressive language, profanity-laden outbursts, and implied threats, such as references to her husband's disapproval alongside her hostile demeanor, support a charge of threatening an officer. If convicted, penalties could include up to 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine for resisting arrest, up to 6 months in jail, a $500 to $1,000 fine, and a 6-month to 1 year license suspension. 1-year license suspension for a first offense DUI, and up to 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine for threatening an officer. Combined, these charges could lead to significant jail time, fines, mandatory community service, or probation, influenced by the court's discretion and the suspect's prior record, which includes a 2018 arrest. The incident occurred on March 11, 2024, at a hotel where a woman was found unresponsive in a locked bathroom after a drug overdose highlights critical issues surrounding substance abuse, public safety, and legal accountability. The situation unfolded with law enforcement and fire department personnel responding to an emergency call, breaking into a locked bathroom to reach the woman, who was disoriented and uncooperative. This case underscores the dangers of illicit drug use, the strain on public resources, and the consequences of evading responsibility. Below is a detailed analysis, a warning to those who disregard the law, and advice for avoiding such outcomes, followed by the specific charges and their legal basis.
Yep. What's the alcohol for? You gotta let us in. There you go. What are you doing? Okay, we're not worried about that right now. We were told you were overdosed and not breathing, so we're worried about that.
The woman's condition, unresponsive and locked in a bathroom, posed an immediate danger to herself and others. Her drug use led to a situation requiring significant intervention, including property damage to access her. Her refusal to cooperate with authorities, coupled with vague and evasive responses about the presence of others and the drugs involved, exacerbated the situation. The presence of drug paraphernalia, such as a scale, and her admission to using a substance, though unspecified, suggest a deeper issue of substance abuse, which could have fatal consequences if left unaddressed. The officer's concern about her potentially going back under reflects the unpredictability of street drugs, often laced with dangerous substances like fentanyl, which can cause recurrent overdoses.
Bro, he didn't come to break yet. I don't remember, like, if he had come here, guys. Like,
No, we're done listening.
like, he was scared, like, what was there when
We're done listening. You want to help yourself? You don't- That's fine.
From a public safety perspective, her actions strained emergency resources and endangered hotel staff and guests. The need to break down 2 doors indicates the urgency and disruption caused by her condition. Her claim of not hearing or understanding the officer's questions, while possibly genuine due to her disorientation, appeared obstructive, leading to charges of disorderly conduct and inducing panic. These charges reflect the broader societal impact of her behavior, which could have been mitigated had she sought help or avoided illicit substances.
Please don't, I don't know what.
Disregarding the law, especially through illegal activities like drug use, carries severe consequences that impact not only the individual, but also those around them. The law exists to protect people and communities, and ignoring it risks personal harm, legal repercussions, and societal disruption. For instance, a woman's overdose could have been fatal, and her refusal to cooperate with authorities worsened the situation, resulting in criminal charges. Breaking the law strains public resources, endangers others, and can trap individuals in a cycle of legal and personal consequences. To avoid such outcomes, steer clear of illicit drugs entirely, as their unpredictable nature makes them life-threatening, with no safe dose. If struggling with substance abuse, seek help immediately through rehabilitation programs, counseling, or support groups, which are widely available. During emergencies, Cooperate fully with authorities, as evasion only escalates consequences and may lead to additional charges. Surround yourself with trustworthy people who support your well-being, not those who enable dangerous behavior. Finally, understand that actions like disorderly conduct or inducing panic carry serious penalties, including fines, jail time, and a criminal record that can limit future opportunities. Respecting the law and taking proactive steps to address personal challenges can prevent these incidents and their lasting impacts.
My face is peeked in.
Yeah, you can see the walk, so.
You guys gonna take my mugshot and I'm gonna peek in.
Come on.
Let's try to put my face in. Oh, please don't let me go.
The woman faced charges of disorderly conduct and inducing panic due to her actions, which significantly impacted public safety. Under Ohio Revised Code Section 2917.11, disorderly conduct is defined as behavior causing inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or creating a risk of harm to oneself or others. Her intoxication, unresponsiveness, and refusal to cooperate with emergency responders created a hazardous situation, disrupting hotel operations, causing property damage through forced entry, and justifying this charge. Additionally, under Ohio Revised Code Section 2917.31, inducing panic involves actions that prompt serious public alarm or inconvenience, such as triggering an emergency response or evacuation. Her overdose necessitated police and fire department intervention, including breaking down doors, which caused significant disruption and alarm at the hotel. These charges underscore the legal system's emphasis on accountability for actions that endanger both the individual and the community. On February 19, 2025, a disturbing incident unfolded at a Winn-Dixie, revealing the consequences of disregarding legal and societal norms. From an analytical perspective, this case exemplifies how intoxication, defiance, and aggression can escalate a routine situation into a serious legal matter. The suspect's behavior, marked by public intoxication, verbal abuse, and physical resistance, not only endangered herself and others, but also culminated in multiple criminal charges. This analysis serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of compliance with law enforcement and the severe repercussions of failing to adhere to legal standards.
What is your problem, you fucking bastard? Why don't you shut up? You don't have a fucking badge on, you cunt.
Go
Okay?
sit in your car.
You don't have a cunt. You don't have a badge on.
Go sit in your car.
She's a cunt. No
I
badge.
don't care. Go sit
She's
in
a
your car.
cunt.
The incident began when bystanders reported a visibly intoxicated woman attempting to purchase more alcohol and drive. Their intervention, driven by concern for public safety, prompted a swift police response. The suspect's refusal to cooperate, coupled with her aggressive demeanor, transformed a potential public safety intervention into a confrontation. Her actions, ignoring verbal commands, hurling insults, and physically resisting officers, demonstrate a cascade of poor decisions fueled by intoxication and disregard for authority. This case underscores a critical lesson. Intoxication impairs judgment, amplifies risky behavior, and can lead to legal consequences that might otherwise be avoided.
Fucking short dick. You got one. Maybe someday you get more than one.
I don't know what your problem is.
Short dick.
Okay.
Stop. What's my problem? I've got cuffs on me.
Okay. Well,
I
it sounds
wanna go home.
well,
You know what?
You could have done that if you chose a better plan of action here. You were given several verbal commands by a law enforcement officer, and you chose
Could
not
you
to.
drop that, please? And you got a fucking earring in you?
From a broader perspective, the suspect's conduct reflects a failure to recognize the social contract that binds communities. Driving under the influence, DUI, poses a direct threat to public safety as it increases the risk of accidents, injuries, and fatalities. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports that alcohol-impaired driving accounted for 31% of traffic fatalities in the U.S. in 2023, highlighting the gravity of such behavior. The suspect's attempt to drive while intoxicated, coupled with her belligerence, not only violated legal statutes, but also eroded public trust. Her verbal attacks and physical resistance further escalated the situation, illustrating how defiance can compound initial offenses.
Let go of your car. Let go of your car. Let go of the car. Let go of the car. Let go of the car. Yep. Yeah.
For those tempted to flout the law, this incident serves as a stark warning. Non-compliance with law enforcement, particularly in a state of intoxication, can rapidly escalate minor infractions into serious charges. The suspect's initial refusal to follow officers' commands led to her arrest, and her subsequent physical resistance, including kicking an officer, resulted in additional charges. This progression from a potential citation to felony charges demonstrates how quickly consequences can mount. Individuals must understand that law enforcement officers are tasked with maintaining order and safety. Resisting their directives not only undermines their authority, but also invites harsher penalties.
Why are you so angry?
Why did you fucking
you
shut?
so angry?
Why is your nose so
Seriously,
fucking
I've
big?
never made
Why
you-
is your
why
fucking
are you
nose so big?
angry?
Why is your fucking nose so big?
Seatbelt, sorry.
Get away from me! Get away from me!
I gotta stop him.
To avoid such outcomes, individuals must exercise self-control and respect legal authority, especially in high-stakes situations. If intoxicated, seeking alternative transportation, such as a ride from a friend or rideshare service, can prevent dangerous decisions like driving under the influence. When confronted by law enforcement, compliance, even if one disagrees, is the safest course of action. Escalating a situation through verbal or physical resistance rarely yields positive outcomes and often results in additional charges, as seen here. Furthermore, addressing underlying issues, such as alcohol dependency, through professional help can prevent recurring incidents. The suspect, identified as a registered nurse, may face professional repercussions alongside legal ones, emphasizing the far-reaching impact of such behavior.
Everything like that. Nope, it's gone with me. Nope, it's gone with me. Nope, you're good.
This case also highlights the importance of community vigilance. Bystanders' quick action in reporting the suspect's behavior likely prevented a dangerous situation, such as a DUI-related accident. Their willingness to intervene and assist law enforcement underscores the role of collective responsibility in upholding public safety. For those who disregard the law, the message is clear. Society will not tolerate actions that endanger others, and consequences will follow.
She's not nice either.
Were you in any car accidents today?
No.
No? Okay.
Why do you ask that?
I just gotta ask.
Okay.
You got any drugs or weapons or anything
I
on
don't
you?
do drugs. I don't do weapons.
Okay. You don't have anything on you though?
I'm a registered nurse, honey, okay?
Where were you a nurse at?
I was a nurse at Fawcett. I was a nurse in nursing homes.
Okay.
That's what I do, okay?
Alright. So I'm gonna have you done, let's have you swing your legs out so we can get you out of here.
As an analyst reviewing the incident on July 8, 2024, where a mother was involved in a car accident, the sequence of events reveals a cascade of poor decisions compounded by non-compliance with law enforcement, leading to severe legal consequences. The suspect's actions, driving without a license, failing to secure her child in a car seat, and resisting authorities demonstrate a reckless disregard for legal and safety obligations. This analysis dissects the incident, offers a stern warning to those who flout the law, and provides practical advice to avoid such outcomes.
Come here, ma'am. Come here. You're not in trouble. Come here. Take a seat right here.
I know, but I need to call
Take a
help.
seat.
I need to
Take
call
a seat.
help. I need to call
Okay,
help.
I need you to relax for me. Ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am.
The incident began with a rear-end collision, a preventable accident that endangered the suspect's child, who was not restrained in a car seat. The absence of a car seat is a critical safety violation, as it significantly increases the risk of injury or death in a crash. The child sustained a cut on his eye, underscoring the tangible consequences of this negligence. When police arrived, the suspect's refusal to provide identification or basic information, such as her name or her child's, escalated the situation. Her erratic behavior, including yelling, resisting fingerprinting, and failing to cooperate, transformed a routine traffic incident into a serious legal confrontation. Her admission that her license was suspended further compounded her violations, as driving under such conditions is illegal and dangerous.
Hey, buddy. Take a seat.
Just take me, bro.
You got your driver's license on you, man?
No, I don't have nothing. I have nothing, bro. I have nothing.
You have an ID?
I have nothing, bro. I have nothing, bro. I have nothing. Can you just take me to state, please? Take me to
Vehicle
county.
registered to you, ma'am?
I have nothing, sir.
Is this vehicle registered to you?
Yes, it's registered to me.
What's your first name? Man, what is your first name?
From an analytical perspective, the suspect's behavior reflects a pattern of defiance and poor judgment. Her refusal to cooperate, even when assured her child would not be taken by protective services without proper procedure, suggests a lack of trust in authorities, possibly rooted in prior experiences or fear of consequences. However, this mistrust does not justify her actions. By withholding information and resisting, she not only prolonged the investigation, but also heightened the risk to her child, who required immediate medical attention. Her emotional outbursts and claims of being overwhelmed, while understandable, do not excuse her legal obligations to provide identification and ensure her child's safety.
Or you come to me and ask me, oh, can you just help me
I got
feel
ma'am.
safe? I don't feel safe.
How can I help you feel safe?
I don't feel safe. I don't know. I've never been in this before. I don't know.
What's your child's
But
name?
It's 12 of y'all, bro. It's so many of y'all.
Yes,
I don't know in my child. I know I'm in trouble. I get it.
Why
I know
would you
I'm
be
in
in
trouble. But give me a second, bro.
Disregarding traffic laws and resisting law enforcement can quickly turn minor violations into serious criminal charges, putting lives at risk, especially those of vulnerable passengers like children. Driving without a valid license or failing to use proper car seats endangers public safety, and refusing to cooperate with police, as seen in this case, unnecessarily escalates situations, leading to avoidable arrests and charges. To stay compliant, always maintain a valid driver's license. Ensure all passengers, particularly children, are secured in approved car seats, and cooperate with authorities by providing accurate information promptly. If facing legal concerns, request an attorney rather than obstructing law enforcement, and seek community resources or legal aid to address issues like unpaid fines or lack of proper equipment. Staying calm and respectful during police interactions can lead to smoother outcomes, potentially reducing penalties to a ticket instead of an arrest. Ignorance or fear is no excuse. Compliance with the law protects everyone and prevents deeper legal trouble.
bro. I don't need y'all to know who I am. I don't need y'all to know who he is.
Well, we're gonna
I
find
don't
out who
need
you are in a second.
exactly. So just find
tell
out when
me
you
who
find
your son
out,
is.
bro. Just take me, bro. Take me, please, bro.
Can
Y'all
someone
done
go
pull
by her
my damn
address
scarf
and figure
off.
out?
Y'all done get all that.
Hold on. Hey,
Take me, bro.
you want to go grab by her address?
I don't have a house.
She's gonna be the
I don't
RO of
have
this
a
car.
goddamn house. How about y'all call the Lewis Center and ask them, can they find a fucking bed for me? How about that? How about that? I'm not going nowhere. What the hell? Y'all think I'm dumb enough to run for y'all? With fucking things on my
Dumb
back?
enough to not give us your fucking name.
Bruh.
Dumb enough to talk yourself in the head.
Y'all can find that shit yourself, bro. No.
Stop.
What is that? What is that?
Stop.
What is it? What is it? A fingerprint?
Yes.
The suspect faced multiple charges stemming from distinct legal violations observed during the incident. She was charged with child neglect for failing to secure her child in a car seat, a requirement under Florida law, Florida. Stat Section 316.613, which directly led to the child's injury in the accident, putting the child at unreasonable risk of harm. Additionally, she was charged with driving with a suspended license, Florida. Stat Section 322.34, a misdemeanor that could escalate to a felony due to her admitted operation of a vehicle despite knowing her license was suspended. The suspect also resisted an officer by refusing to provide identification and physically obstructing fingerprinting, violating Florida. Stat Pararv 843.02, and hindering law enforcement duties. Furthermore, her persistent refusal to provide her name or her child's, despite legal obligations following a crash, Florida. Stat Section 322.062 complicated the investigation and efforts to ensure her child's safety. These charges reflect a pattern of non-compliance with traffic safety laws and law enforcement directives, leading to her arrest and potential consequences such as fines, jail time, or loss of custody. On February 21st, 2023, at a Salvation Army store, the case of Martha's arrest provides a stark example of the consequences of disregarding legal boundaries and failing to comply with law enforcement. The situation, captured through police interactions and witness accounts, reveals a pattern of disruptive behavior, non-compliance, and escalating confrontation, culminating in charges of trespass and resisting an officer without violence. This analysis dissects the events, offers a cautionary perspective, and provides advice for those tempted to flout legal directives, emphasizing the importance of accountability and respect for the law.
No, you gotta go now though. They don't want you to pay for anything.
No this?
No, you just stay right there. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You want to just come to my car? I'll give you a trespass. Get you out of here, okay?
I don't need to get trespassed from you. It's okay. I don't come in the market.
Okay. Well, you are trespassed, so. Okay. So I don't have to give you the piece of paper, just so you know.
The incident began when police were called to the Salvation Army store due to Martha's presence after she had been repeatedly asked not to return because of prior disruptive behavior. Store staff and police were familiar with her, indicating a history of similar incidents. Despite clear instructions to leave, Martha's refusal to comply and her subsequent behavior in the parking lot, still considered store property, escalated the situation. Her interactions with officers were marked by defiance, verbal accusations, and physical resistance, including refusing to exit her vehicle and attempting to kick an officer. These actions led to her arrest, a hospital visit due to her claims of medical distress, and eventual release after being charged.
Martha, this is still their property. You can't be here.
$2.50.
Okay, I don't care.
And money that I need to pick it up.
Okay.
Go and tell her. Look,
If you don't leave right now, you're going to go to jail.
I'm going to jail right now. Take me to jail. Take me to jail.
You're not
Take
going
me
to
to jail.
leave?
I need my $32.50 that I came to buy.
Get out of the car.
From an analytical standpoint, Martha's behavior exemplifies a disregard for private property rights and lawful orders. Her prior warnings from the store indicate she was aware of the trespass notice, yet she chose to return, likely knowing the consequences. Her resistance to police directives further compounded the issue, turning a manageable situation into one requiring physical intervention and legal action. The escalation was not inevitable. Compliance with the initial request to leave could have avoided the arrest entirely. This case underscores how individual choices can rapidly spiral into serious legal repercussions when laws and authority are disregarded.
What I missed, what did you say? I think he said he's done for it. Calm down.
I'll need another because we're going to need someone to tow this vehicle. She's been a little uncooperative, but she's cuffed.
I know cooperating. I am recording you.
Okay.
I'm recording you.
3 can start that way from Indian Springs.
Sit back.
The incident involving Martha serves as a stark warning for those who think they can disregard legal restrictions or challenge law enforcement without facing consequences. Trespassing on private property after being explicitly barred is a serious violation of property owners' rights and disrupts community spaces. Resisting law enforcement, even non-violently, escalates conflicts and risks additional charges, as seen in Martha's case, straining public resources, burdening businesses, and endangering everyone involved. Martha's attempts to deflect responsibility by alleging officer misconduct without evidence highlight a common tactic to avoid accountability. But such claims rarely hold up in court when behavior is documented.
This is abuse, and I'm gonna see you. Everybody's watching you. I have more than 25,000 people there. Help me, Mom! Help me, Mom! Help me, Mom! Help me, Mom!
Charlie, how long has Delta 3 and Tango 2 been on scene in their call? 2 hours. Understood, thank you.
Officer, are you coming here?
Yeah, Brincame Jimenez, and you both can rape me.
Charlie 5 and Charlie 3 are on the way.
Yeah, we're just step it up so I can get her in a car. She's going a little wild.
Alright, I'll be there.
This underscores that emotional outbursts or baseless accusations do not override legal obligations, and those who defy the law will face scrutiny and consequences based on evidence, not narratives. To avoid outcomes like Martha's, individuals must respect legal boundaries, comply with requests to leave private property, and cooperate calmly with authorities. Grievances should be addressed through proper channels like legal representation or formal complaints, not confrontations. For those with recurring legal issues, seeking support through community resources, legal aid, or counseling can address underlying behaviors. If medical concerns exist, they should be documented and managed proactively with healthcare providers, not used to evade consequences. Ultimately, respecting the law fosters a safe, orderly community, while defiance, as this case shows, disrupts businesses, strains public safety, and harms personal prospects. Choosing compliance and seeking help when needed reinforces accountability as a cornerstone of a functioning society.
You have the pleasure to touch a beautiful Colombian woman? Like you've been touching me for a long time? No, I don't, because maybe you are gay. You're messing around with Kevin Jimenez. Pa, pa, pa.
Turn.
No, espérate, para here.
Stop it. Right now, stop
I
it.
got fired.
How many times?
Martha faced charges of trespass and resisting an officer without violence. The trespass charge, based on Florida Statute 810.08, arose from her presence on Salvation Army property after being explicitly warned not to return, demonstrating intent and awareness due to her history of disruptive behavior and prior warnings. The charge of resisting an officer without violence, likely under FS 843.02, stemmed from her refusal to leave, failure to follow officers' commands, and physical resistance, such as refusing to exit her vehicle and attempting to kick an officer, which obstructed law enforcement's duties. On November 7, 2024, a disturbing incident unfolded in Palm Beach County, Florida, highlighting the dangers of reckless and impaired driving. From the perspective of an analyst, this case serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of disregarding traffic laws and the broader implications for public safety. The suspect's actions, speeding, swerving off the roadway, driving without headlights, and failing to navigate a residential area safely, demonstrate a clear lapse in judgment, compounded by intoxication. This analysis dissects the incident, offers a warning to those who flout the law, and provides actionable advice to prevent such behavior, concluding with the specific charges and legal reasoning.
You parked perfect.
Oh no, I called for my boyfriend.
I don't think that's the case, but...
No, I don't know what happened.
Here, come away from your car. You can't drive well.
Oh, okay.
Let's go over to my truck.
Okay. No, I called for my boyfriend. No, I parking
Go here.
I don't know where the parking for my... Okay.
What's your name?
The incident began with a citizen's report of a red sedan driven erratically through traffic. Deputies responded promptly, locating a red BMW parked crookedly, engine running, with the driver still inside. The suspect's behavior during the interaction was alarming. She struggled to operate the vehicle, unable to locate the park button, and nearly reversed into a deputy's vehicle. Her responses were incoherent at times, oscillating between English and Spanish, and she admitted to consuming a margarita while denying other substance use. Field sobriety tests revealed significant impairment, slurred speech, inability to follow instructions, and failure to complete tasks like reciting the alphabet or maintaining balance. Breathalyzer tests confirmed her blood alcohol concentration, BAC, at 0.228 and 0.225, nearly 3 times Florida's legal limit of 0.08. These objective measures, combined with witness accounts of her driving onto grass and crossing lanes, painted a clear picture of endangerment.
Y él me estaba diciendo el 40 no sé qué, y cuando el muchacho me tocó la puerta, yo como que ya te amo, porque yo no sé nada, yo es primera vez que yo vengo aquí, porque él está remodelando el apartamento, y la verdad no sé ni siquiera dónde, no he...
From an analytical standpoint, this case underscores the preventable nature of driving under the influence, DUI. The suspect's claim of being distracted by a phone call and unfamiliarity with the area does not mitigate her responsibility. Her BAC levels indicate significant intoxication, impairing her motor skills, judgment, and reaction time. The absence of headlights further exacerbated the danger, reducing visibility and increasing the risk of a collision. The witness's fear of retaliation for providing a statement highlights a broader societal issue. Reckless drivers not only endanger themselves, but also instill fear in communities. The suspect's casual demeanor, laughing during the stop, suggests a troubling lack of awareness of the gravity of her actions.
Usted se va arrestado por DUI. Ok, solamente es un periodo de 8 horas que usted va a ir arrestado. Y después la sueltan. El carro se la va a llevar la grúa porque no está parqueada. Pero mi novio está suelto. Ok, vamos a ver. Yo voy a ver si podemos hacer algo por ti en esa manera, para no llevársela. ¿Tienes algo en los bolsillos que me vaya a apoyar o no? ¿Y tu teléfono está en el carro? Sí, está en el carro. Okay. Voy a dejar a mi nena y decirle porque mi nena me está aguantando. Está bien.
To those who ignore traffic laws, especially DUI regulations, consider this a stark warning. Driving under the influence is not a trivial offense. It's a reckless decision that endangers your life and the lives of innocent people around you. The legal consequences, like fines, probation, or jail time, are serious, but the human toll, potential injuries, fatalities, or lifelong trauma is far worse than any fleeting convenience or thrill. In this case, the suspect narrowly avoided a crash, but the next impaired driver might not be so fortunate.
No, pues yo voy a traer su teléfono. Se lo está en el carro, ¿verdad? Sí, sí. ¿Y su cartera quiere la cartera?
Por favor.
Ya se lo traigo.
Disregarding laws meant to ensure public safety undermines community trust and strains law enforcement with avoidable incidents. Every time you drive impaired, you gamble with lives, not just your own freedom. To prevent such tragedies, take responsibility. Plan ahead by arranging a designated driver, rideshare, or public transit if you plan to drink, and never assume you're okay to drive. Know your local DUI laws. In Florida, a BAC of 0.08 or higher means impairment, with harsh penalties. Stay focused, avoiding distractions like phone calls, and use navigation tools before driving. If you feel impaired by alcohol, fatigue, or medication, don't drive. Trust clear signs over your own judgment. Finally, act as a responsible community member. Report erratic driving promptly, as the witness did here, to potentially save lives. By prioritizing safety and compliance, you protect yourself, others, and avoid the severe legal and financial fallout of a DUI conviction.
What I am going to do is I'm going to take your number because she says she doesn't memorize anybody.
Yeah.
So what is your telephone?
564.
All right. She wants to talk to you. The windows down. You want to talk to her real quick?
All right. Mail is in the morning. That's the next step. That's the next step. All right.
She gets released, get rid of her charge. Got to come back to court in 30 calendar days.
The suspect was charged with driving under the influence, DUI, under Florida Statute 316.193, which prohibits operating a vehicle with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.08 or higher, based on her breathalyzer results of 0.228 and 0.225, and failed field sobriety tests confirming impairment. She was also cited for reckless driving under Florida Statute 316.192 for operating her vehicle with willful disregard for safety, demonstrated by speeding, swerving, driving onto grass, and operating without headlights. Her high BAC, inability to follow basic driving instructions, and witness testimony established a substantial risk to public safety, endangering other road users. The court's acceptance of her guilty plea and imposition of probation reflect her culpability and serve to deter future violations. The incident on June 8, 2024 exemplifies the volatile nature of domestic disputes and the severe legal consequences of failing to adhere to the law. The situation, involving a woman named Jessica Hogg, her husband, and their children, underscores how emotional conflicts can escalate into criminal behavior with lasting repercussions. This analysis dissects the incident, offers a stern warning to those who disregard legal boundaries, and provides advice to prevent such outcomes, concluding with the specific charges and their legal basis.
Mothers or daughters, I don't know, staying one of them. Well, this is the first day, 3 days. She came here. My kids were in the living room. I just got out of the shower. Comes into the bathroom, takes everything, swoops it off her.
The incident began with a report of Jessica Hogg punching her husband in the face and damaging their home during an argument over something she found on his phone, all in the presence of their children. Responding officers found a chaotic scene: the husband with a busted lip and bloody nose, a home in disarray, and conflicting narratives. Jessica denied physical contact, claiming she fell in the bathroom and was reacting to her husband's behavior, while the husband and an 11-year-old child corroborated the assault. The presence of children during the altercation added a critical dimension, triggering mandatory legal action under state law.
She wasn't going to stop. That's the thing. I got 2 kids. I can't have her screaming and throwing. She took stuff off the wall and put it back on the wall. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to tell you the truth.
What kids were here?
These 2 right here.
Okay.
My daughter's in here. She's right there.
Okay.
You're okay, sis. I promise.
You guys are both. You're all good. Yep, you're all good. How old are you?
As an analyst, several key factors emerge. First, the physical altercation reflects a breakdown in conflict resolution, exacerbated by Jessica's unmedicated bipolar condition and ongoing relational tensions. The husband's account of being struck twice, supported by visible injuries, contrasts sharply with Jessica's denial, highlighting the challenge of establishing truth in emotionally charged situations. Second, the destruction of property, ripping items off walls and damaging the bathroom, points to a loss of control, further escalating the incident's severity. Third, the presence of children not only heightened the emotional stakes, but also invoked stricter legal scrutiny, as domestic violence in front of minors often mandates arrest and protective measures.
Do have an amount of time to where you're going to have to leave. Timmy, don't. You're going to squirt all over. And so whatever it is with the eviction notices, I know I'll have to go get one, but then whatever the steps are.
So are you guys renting this place or what?
It's a lease on Freedom Energy.
Who done the lease?
Me. And then I signed where you have to go make sure that it's notarized or whatever.
Yeah.
Because last year we separated and he went and got a place to rent and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then I let him come back.
Disregarding legal boundaries in domestic disputes can lead to severe consequences, as illustrated by Jessica's case. A single act of domestic violence, such as a slap, is not a private matter, but a criminal offense with significant repercussions, including arrest, potential jail time, and Child Protective Services (DCS) intervention due to children witnessing the incident. Jessica's actions, whether impulsive or intentional, jeopardized her freedom and family stability, resulting in her grandchild's temporary placement with her mother and the possibility of protective orders or eviction. Lying to law enforcement, as Jessica did by initially denying physical contact, only worsened her situation, especially when her later claim of being assaulted lacked credibility due to inconsistencies and delayed reporting. To avoid such outcomes, individuals should prioritize de-escalation and legal compliance. Seek nonviolent conflict resolution through mediation or counseling, especially when emotions run high, and address mental health issues, as Jessica's unmedicated condition likely fueled her impulsivity. Understand the legal weight of actions in domestic settings, particularly around children, which can trigger mandatory arrests and DCS involvement. Always be truthful with authorities to avoid compounding legal troubles, and if in a volatile relationship, pursue safe exit plans or legal protections like restraining orders through proper channels. Acting out in anger risks arrest, legal fees, loss of custody, and long-term relational damage. Engaging with community resources like counseling, anger management, or legal aid can prevent escalation, as the law offers no leniency for violence or property damage, regardless of personal grievances.
Yeah, okay, that's our...
Where's it go, behind?
I'm going to put them in front, usually behind, but you've been super cool with me, so we're going to make it a little bit more comfortable, alright? You stay cool, and they stay in the front. Sound good? Alright, hop in, put your seatbelt on, please.
I don't know if I have this.
Jessica Hogg was charged with domestic battery in the presence of a child under 16, a serious offense under Indiana law, stemming from her alleged act of striking her husband, causing visible injuries like a busted lip and bloody nose, as confirmed by the victim and a child witness. Under Indiana Code 3542-2-1.3, domestic battery involves knowingly or intentionally touching a family member in a rude, insolent, or angry manner, with harsher penalties when a child is present. Additionally, her destruction of household items during the incident could lead to a criminal mischief charge under Indiana Code 3543-1-2. State law mandated her arrest due to the presence of children, emphasizing the protection of minors from violence, and her inconsistent statements further justified the officer's decision to charge her. This case underscores the severe consequences of crossing legal boundaries, serving as a warning to prioritize nonviolent solutions, seek help, and comply with the law to avoid the devastating impact of criminal behavior.
I got it. Look, I'll put it here. Here, take these off.
On January 19, 2024, officers were dispatched to a fight between two women in the car. When an officer arrived on scene, he was suddenly attacked by one of them, a woman named Harley.
I got it. Look, I'll put it here. Here, take these off. I got it. Let me get her. Let me take it. Stop. I got you. Here. Take these off. Look, I got it. Here. Don't say I got it. I got it. Here. Let me hold her. Just take them off. Here. Here. I got it. Here. Come on. Here. Harley. Harley. What did I do? I was trying to hit her. I was going to calm everything down.
Get the off of me, you. Get the off of me, mother.
I was trying to prevent all this. I understand. Well, I was trying to arrest me. I was trying to detain you. I was just trying to happen, and I knew if you did that.
Initially, the officer mistakenly thought Harley's brother was involved in the fight and tried to handcuff him. Harley jumped in and punched the officer, leading to what you have just seen.
You'll be alright. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. I'm good. You're good.
Harley, you're too far going me. It's over. 436. I don't want to take it. Harley, stop. Get on the ground. I'm gonna hold her down to my 94 inch. Can I help you get in the car so no one sees? Tank her. Alright, can y'all go on? Oh, she just hit a cop.
No, that pussy
was dead. Here.
Can you provide us back to
Thank you.
Another officer continued the investigation and found that Harley had hit the other woman for trying to call her brother for help when she noticed Harley was too intoxicated.
She was so upset. She was literally like...
What was she so upset about?
Dude, I have no idea. Like, all of a sudden, she just switched. So she punched me as I was driving before the gas station. So I was driving down this way, obviously, to come here, and she punched me. And so I was just gonna eat it, and I was like, all right, she just drank too much, whatever. I called her brother, trying to tell her brother what happened. She took my phone, rolled the window down, and threw it out. And that's where we were trying to find it. That's why I was using that girl's phone, trying to call my phone, and I couldn't find it. So I called my grandma to try to let someone know what's going on, because my grandma was over by Sanibel. I live over in North Fort Myers, and so.
Alright, well, just for right now, just calm down and somebody will...
She sat there and beat the shit out of me. I was like, oh, I get it, but like, she beat the shit out of me to the point where people behind us saw her beating the shit out of me from the back of the car.
Well, this obviously isn't the first time she's done something like this.
She's never touched me. She's never touched... I was taking her here to her mom. Her mom's right there.
After informing her mother about the potential charges Harley might face, the officer headed back to his patrol car. However, Harley didn't let up. She continued yelling aggressively, showing no signs of calming down.
Let me out!
You can't. There ain't no getting you out.
I don't give a you let me ride, you mother. I've been dragging all you through all this shit. I made more money than all of you mother.
Harley?
I always made more money than all of you.
Everybody just has to really
Everyone's freaked out. Right? None of them have ever been in trouble, okay? So everyone's a little freaked out. My son raced from off the water work to get her when we found out she was drunk. He raced down here to get her. We didn't realize how drunk everyone was and what the was going on. He tried to get her in the truck, but then I guess something had already happened. We were too late.
Yeah, she battered multiple people. That's
I
why.
heard.
And our deputy. So that's kind of where this all.
I know. There's nothing I can do. She's never been in trouble in her entire life. I cannot believe this has happened. I knew they were drinking from 3 o'clock yesterday, but then they went back to my daughter's condo.
Hey, man, you got to calm down, partner.
The officer explained the entire situation to Harley's father. The old man agreed that his daughter needed to learn a lesson.
You're a father, I'm a father. I get it. That's your youngin' in there. That's the last damn place you want to see your youngin' in the back of the daggum cop car.
Yes, I got it.
There was a triggering down there, and then your daughter started punching this girl in the head.
I got
so this girl decided it would be the safest thing to stop here. When she stopped here, these people tried to help. So the deputy don't know what the hell is going on. Doesn't know if your son's involved or not, because we're just arriving on scene and everyone's pointing at this truck.
Right, I got
so he wanted to detain your son. Your daughter jumps out and starts punching the deputy in the head.
I agree with you. I ain't never seen her act like that. So I mean, I don't know what the hell she was drinking or what the hell her and her boyfriend broke up.
I understand. Well, that's probably a good portion.
That's what we said. That's probably a good thing she's going to jail because she's going to act like that all night. At least you guys can handle it. Or maybe she'll learn.
Well, obviously, this ain't what we want to do. We don't want to have to handle people like this and take them to jail. But, you know, I mean, things sometimes.
That girl said she didn't even call the cops. She said it was just
Why?
a nice
There's many around.
Yeah. She said she didn't even call the cops.
What's up, dude? Everything good with you guys now?
Yeah.
Deputy tell you everything? Tell you what the reason was?
After the deputy clarified the situation, the family finally understood the reasoning behind his actions. Although Harley's brother seemed visibly upset at first, he eventually acknowledged that everything was settled and accepted the outcome.
This is how many charges of batteries she got on her then? 2? Or that girl ain't pressed charges?
If it was just her and her fighting, all this girl would have had to say is, I don't want to pursue any of this. If she hadn't kicked that guy in the balls and punched him in the face and hit the deputy and all this crazy stuff, you know, it all comes down to the outcome.
They're going to drop the charges over there. I can tell you that right now. I'm going over there.
This girl here she'll probably drop everything too. I mean,
yeah, she's their best friend.
Does she use any type of narcotic?
No, they're just drunk. And that's why I said, I don't even know what the hell happened. She broke up with her boyfriend a few days ago, and she's been on a dim.
Harley was charged with multiple counts of battery, including battery on a law enforcement officer, disorderly intoxication, threatening an officer, and resisting arrest. She now faces up to a $3,500 fine and up to 5 years in jail. But how this woman treated her son will absolutely shock you. On December 18th, 2023, police received a call from a woman regarding her and her 15-year-old son getting into a physical fight.
Yes. What's going on?
Are you coming?
It's okay, you could.
My son, I went to do Smart to get some food to cook. It's kind of late, but whatever. He done just put my clothes that was on the couch and destroyed my kitchen. All I asked him to do was come downstairs and get it together. He had a whole fissy fit talking about, I ain't never been no food in this house. I'm not gonna lie, because I went up there to try to get him. And we was tussling. He said, I should have killed you. And she heard him on the thing. Everything.
So, you went up there to try to, did anything, you guys tussle? What is that? Can you elaborate?
How you tussle with your child? Yeah.
Okay, so, he didn't, there's no, punching or hitting or anything like?
No, he got a bust up. I don't know how he got a bust up, because I didn't hit him. I tried to.
Okay. What's your first name?
J.A.
So, you wanted him to come downstairs, so what? He was complaining about you guys arguing?
Police quickly arrived at her home and began investigating. The woman reported that her son became agitated due to the lack of food in the house, which led to a fight between them involving the use of objects as weapons. Police suspected that she was the primary aggressor.
What the hell are you talking about? Oh, fuck this. Oh, this, that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, all that disrespect.
Okay.
And yeah, I did.
And what did you do at that point?
I went and grabbed the pot. I ain't gonna lie.
What pot?
A little pot.
And then you hit him with it?
I tried to. He blocked it.
So you didn't hit him with it? Okay. So.
But I did get the broom and the broom went through the wall because we was, like I said, we was tussling.
So did you hit him with anything?
No.
Did he hit you with anything?
No. Well, he pushed me back.
So you just attempted to hit him and you missed?
Yeah, he blocked me.
Okay, so, and you said he has a busted lip, but you don't know how he got it
No,
from?
because he was in the garage. He was slamming the door, and I was trying to, because he was cussing me out in the garage. And so I was trying to get in the garage, but he was on the garage door. So I did push the garage. He probably got it from there when I was pushing the garage door.
And what were you pushing the garage door for?
To get in there.
And he was just holding it closed?
Yeah, holding it closed.
What's his, can you spell his name for me?
He went to... Yeah, I'm finna call her now to see if
Can you do that for us, please?
Whose house?
he's at Chevy, one of the church members' houses. Is Josiah there? Yeah, he's there. Oh, girl, he tore up my house and we got into an altercation. So I called the police. Yeah. So they want to know is he there? He's there.
The son had already fled to a friend's house out of fear. However, by the time police arrived there, he had already left again. Officers returned to the woman's house to gather additional details about the boy.
Came here, was he with you? Talking to you, or you saw him?
Yeah, he was talking to me.
And how was he? He was okay? How was he?
He was fine. He was just a little jittery. He was just trying to explain his side of the story.
Ma'am, would you consent us searching your house to make sure you're not in there?
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
You said we're able to?
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
thank you. Just stay with the car. I'm going to search it.
All right, so we're going to put him in the system as a runaway juvenile right now, so that if any other officer or anybody goes out with him and they run his name, it'll pop up, and
what should I do if you should return? Call y'all?
Well, if he returns, call us.
Okay.
And if they're located, I have all your information. So I'll have this address and your phone number and everything under that, so they'll have your 14.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Dude, you don't have to run. You not in trouble. What you got going on? You alright? Let me see your face. Are you hurt?
Yeah, my lip was.
What happened to you?
So basically, there was no phone in the house for a couple days, so I got hot.
The boy eventually returned after some time. He had no serious injuries, though he did have a busted lip and some bleeding. He wasn't entirely sure how he sustained these injuries during the fight.
She got home. And then she got home, she was yelling, saying, oh, why her house messed up, why it's looking like this. And then she came upstairs, she said, oh, I'm tired of shit. And she tried to go grab a pot and try to hit me with that bit.
So she tried to hit you with a pot. She came up to your room and tried to hit you with a pot? And what happened? How'd you dodge it? Tell me what happened with that.
I grabbed the pot, and then she pushed me up against the wall, and that's when there was a hole right there at the hallway, in the hallway.
Okay.
I'm sitting up.
So she pushed you up against the... How was her hands on your body?
Like this, like form.
Like if I was like that on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she had me like that, and I had the pot. And then, as soon as she let the pot go, I went inside the bathroom and tried to lock me out the bathroom.
You tried to lock yourself in the bathroom? So she could get away from you? Okay.
And then after that, my lip was already busted. I was trying to clean up my lip.
How did your lip get busted?
I don't know. I can't.
Based on the evidence gathered from the woman and the little boy, police decided to arrest her. She was quite cooperative, though.
Trying to hold me or help me. I don't know how the busted lip came out.
Okay. All right. Here. So turn around.
I gotta get arrested?
You're gonna be placed under arrest for domestic battery, okay?
Hold on. What can I do?
I'll let you do what you can to make sure everything's taken care of, all right? Just give me a minute.
How long will I be in there?
That it should probably most likely until the morning. All right. We're gonna call Dad and see if Dad.
Can't make a phone call from my job like I asked, please.
Not right now. No.
Officers contacted the boy's father, and the little boy would stay at his father's house then.
So him and his mom got into a fight, and he had a busted lip. So the mom was arrested, okay, for domestic battery. During the fight, he had the busted lip. All right. Can you take him? Yeah. All right. I just need you to sign. Does he usually stay with you? No. I usually do with mom. All right. Is there a reason why he doesn't? No. But he's okay to stay right now? Yeah. All right.
No problem. No problem. So what's the charge for?
Domestic battery. It's because they're family that we don't have a choice on whether or not we arrest her. Any family fights, if there's injury, somebody has to get arrested. And I didn't arrest her, but, you know, from what she said and from what he said, somewhere during the fight, he got the bloody lip. And so that's why she got arrested.
The mother was arrested for domestic battery and abused child without great bodily harm, for which she may face fines up to $2,000 and 2 years in prison. Have you ever encountered such an annoying girlfriend?
So stupid walking away from a car because that's what you guys want.
On April 2nd, 2024, police were called to a McDonald's parking lot when a couple was seen having a heated argument.
Sir, you come over here with me. Ma'am, stay in the car, okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you injured at all?
No.
You sure? Okay.
Yes.
All right, come over here. Ma'am, can you just hang tight for me for 1 sec?
The investigation initially focused on the man. The two had been dating for about 2 months, though their relationship was mostly a friendship.
Who is that to you?
My friend. Good friend.
Are you guys dating? Like it's kind of, you gotta be honest with me, man. That's. Are you guys? Do you guys have sex? Have you guys?
We have had a long time ago.
Recently?
No, it's been a long time.
Okay. Why is she with you now? What would you say your relationship to her is?
Friend. Good friend.
She's a friend.
Yes, sir.
How long have you known her for?
4 months.
So if I ask her the same thing, she's just gonna say you're a friend?
4 months, yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have any kids together?
No.
You guys aren't related any kind of way?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
How long ago has it been since you guys dated?
What do you mean, dated?
Like you said you used to date her.
Well, I mean, you know.
Are you guys dating right now?
No. Well, I mean, we're seeing what she's up to.
The woman, Mary, accused the man, her ex-boyfriend, of making her lose her job and getting involved in some of her relationships. She claimed he had been the one to flirt first.
I don't know what's going on because he just picked me up from my house in CP on 39th Avenue and brought me out here, and then he told me to get out, and he ripped my shirt off, so I'm like, take me home. All I want to do is go back home.
Okay.
And he told me to get out of his car. And so, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any money. I got a bag of shit. It's bad then. What am I supposed to do with it?
What was the purpose of you guys hanging out?
Well, he's my ex-boyfriend, but he also got me in trouble with some girl down the road at Madeira Beach over on with the Lucky Lizard. So I should have known he was like bad intentions, like especially my roommate told me to go from the fire to the boiling water, or from the boiling water to the fire. And basically, I didn't know I was gonna really be treated like this, like obviously. He got me fired from my job on Treasure Island, and I was working at the Bayside, and I thought maybe there'd be some answers, like of what was really going on, and basically I'm getting him.
Mary insisted on staying in the man's car despite his objections, which led to their argument. He attempted to pull her out of the car, but accidentally tore her shirt.
I'm trying to get back to the boat. She wants to stay in the car. I'm like, no, you gotta go. You know.
Were you guys going in the store or going to the boat?
The boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. I got the white boat.
Oh, okay. He's like friend, like girlfriend, or?
Well, I mean, yeah, she's a girl. Yeah, she's a friend. Dude, I got a bunch of girls.
No, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you got somebody coming to get you, or?
I need to call my mom.
Call your mom? Have you been able to get a hold of her?
No, I have no Wi-Fi right now. All I gotta do is go across the street, probably, and I'll get some Wi-Fi.
Oh, to the McDonald's?
Probably, or Publix if they have free Wi-Fi, but I doubt it.
Okay.
I don't want $35 to my bill, obviously. I didn't know I was gonna be like treated like this, so if I know that this is gonna be like some kind of ditch and deliver kind of shit, I would have been like, I'll stay at home, thanks, but.
Although Mary was a bit wet, the man denied hitting or throwing anything at her. They had been drinking earlier, so a friend of his drove them to the location.
Who drove?
My buddy.
Where's he at now?
He's gone.
What did he drive?
My car.
You don't have like a first name or nothing?
Nope.
Just let a guy that you don't have his name drive your vehicle.
Okay, so what do you have in here that belongs to you? So what do you have in here that belongs to you?
My bag.
Just that bag right there?
My bag. My duffel bag right there.
Okay, so are you gonna get that stuff and get out of his car?
I'm like, obviously. I mean,
Okay.
what do you think my alternative is?
Well, that's what I
Like,
just wanted to make sure that that was your plan.
What kind of choices do I have in this matter? I'm asking you, what choices is your camera on?
I've
Can you
asked
tap
you.
it to make sure it's working? What choices do I have in this situation?
I'm asking you what your plan
I'm sitting in the
is.
same vehicle I got into. You see what I said, and you can take it or leave it, but don't push me out of the situation when I'm the victim, and you know it.
Okay.
Don't play.
Are you
Don't
gonna get
play.
out of somebody else's vehicle?
Listen, I'm on the
Right
phone with my
now,
mother.
you're in
Mom,
somebody else's vehicle.
Mom, excuse me, the guy that ripped my shirt off,
Right
my fucking
now, you're
body.
in
Yeah, I
somebody
want to press
else's
charges.
vehicle.
I'd like to press charges now.
Hey, sir,
They chose not to press charges against each other, but another incident escalated the situation.
You hear this? You hear this one? This is a brand new one. I got marks. That's okay. My mom told me to take pictures. Yeah.
Let's go to the boat.
Yeah. I'm gonna change my shirt first. So if you don't mind seeing a bitch with some titties, you might want to turn your head.
Are you done?
No, I need to change my shirt.
Okay.
Like I said,
Well, you
look
can
what
do
I
that
look
in
like right
private,
now.
not in
Okay,
public.
let me look like a homeless fucking victim that's so stupid walking away from a car to your boat where I look like I'm all strung up and everything, because that's what you guys want, is me to look so stupid, right?
Okay. Well, you've already said several times you don't want anything.
Trouble started again when Mary accused the man of stealing her phone. She had asked him to hold it for her, but instead of returning it, he walked away and appeared to throw it. The man denied this, thinking the phone might still be somewhere in his car.
Identification card if you need it.
Mary, where'd you see him put the phone at?
Again, he tried to walk away with it around the
Okay.
side of the car, and I caught him, and so I got it back from that time. But when I asked him to hold it, when I jumped the fence over here by the water, which I can show you exactly where it is, I had to jump around the fence, you know what I mean? So I'm like in the water almost, but then I had to jump back on the sidewalk. He held the phone, and now it's gone, so he had it, has it, or knows where it is. Three.
Okay.
Do you want me to swear on a God? Because I will.
No, so
make sure I do
Mary,
when I do.
Mary.
Might be in the car. It might, but my phone's dead. I couldn't
Well, can we check to see if it's in the car?
Sure.
Because this is making me feel like I'm back in elementary school.
Mary began making loud noises and disturbing others due to intoxication. She was then handcuffed and taken into custody.
Walk to that Tahoe right there.
Right here, just put your hands on your back for me.
Yeah. What did I do this time?
So right now you're going to jail for disorderly conduct, okay?
Oh my God.
Alright, this is the second time we've been out here. Resolution is the same, and the only thing that's pretty continuous is the fact that you cannot seem to behave in a public setting, okay? Continuously bothering people that are over there sitting down. Just
No,
trying
I
to go
was
with them,
sitting there trying to get away from you. You know, didn't want to be around the time. So.
Okay. Right over here to this door. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna walk all the way around.
Well, you're obviously intoxicated. And
I'm gonna walk all the way around. You'll set out stuff on this side.
10 minutes ago, an hour ago, when you saw me over there. Remember?
Alright, do you have anything on you? Guns, weapons, knives?
Obviously not, or else I'd be like nodded the fuck out.
Okay, so I'm obviously a female, so I'm not going to do a very thorough search. But if you have anything that's in the jail, it's going to go in and it's going to come out as 2 felonies.
I don't even have a phone. Wow. Thanks a lot. Wow, you guys are great. Great. This is great. Hey, tell Fatty over there to eat another double cheeseburger for me. You know what? Because we all got problems. Hey.
Ultimately, Mary was charged with disorderly conduct. She pled no contest and was fined $300. But how this young woman turned her staying at home into jail space was magical. On December 21st, police were dispatched to a house where a girl violated probation of petty theft.
Hey, Liza, get over here. Hey. Liza. Like something. That's what happens when you run. You don't get to be nice.
I'm so sorry. Please,
clear traffic. I got Liza to
she's really
change.
sick. She's really sick. I need to
don't
go see
care.
my mom.
Nope.
Please.
Not
Tell
worried
my
about
mom I love her. Tell her I
Let
love
me get the truck. Give me your phone. Stop. Shouldn't have run from me.
I'm so sorry.
Now you don't get to play nice.
Please, I'm so sorry.
When you run, you don't get to play nice.
I'm sorry. Please.
Spread your legs. When you get the truck, move your feet apart.
I'm begging you, please.
Sit in the car.
Please. Please. Please, I'm begging you, man.
Is her mom able to walk?
Put your leg in. I'll worry about that in a second.
While waiting for Eliza's mom to arrive, the officer made it clear to Eliza that trying to escape was a serious mistake. The officer explained that her violation would mean she wouldn't be home for Christmas.
Next time, though, your warrant was a violation of probation for petty theft. That's it. Get that taken care of. I knew you were in the car. There was no point in running for me. Why do you think I yelled at Eliza as soon as you got out?
I just shouldn't be up for Christmas with my mom.
Well, you running from me doesn't help that case, does it? Because now you have charges in Lake County and a charge from Volusia County. Because now you have charges for running from me.
I'm
Now,
not gonna be
granted,
up for Christmas, am I?
the charges for me is just a misdemeanor, and it's going to have a bond. But your charges for your violation of probation have no bond.
I'm not gonna be up for Christmas, am I?
I don't know. That's up to Volusia County whether you're going to be able to or not.
Probably not, huh?
I don't know how Volusia County works. That's a completely different county than me. All right, twist on in for me. Look, I'm going to work on my paperwork. Always stand by.
Can you turn the air on?
I'll turn the air on. I'll lower the window just a shred for you.
Eliza's mom arrived and the officer explained the situation to her. The mother comforted her daughter as best as she could.
I wish I could hug you.
This is good enough.
Help for me.
I will take care of you. Name of the sweet baby.
I'm so sorry, Mom.
I just want you to be right. What is
She had a warrant for violation of probation for petty theft from Volusia County, and then she ran from me. So she's having local charges. What?
Seminole.
It's Seminole?
Yeah, it's not Volusia.
All right. Well, either way, I know she had a warrant for violation of probation for petty theft.
Yeah.
So, and she knew that, and she decided to still run, so she gets resisting without charge as well. I could try and pursue more, but I'm not.
Hey.
I don't want to lose you. We don't good choice.
Listen. Listen. Get it. Let's see what we can do. I don't know. Let's see. I'll get you out. I'll get you out.
There's a bond for this charge here.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get you out because Seminole have a hold on this.
I know there's still gonna hold, but you can't.
A couple of days.
They want me out here, and then because if you don't want me out here, I have to do it.
Despite her mother's continuous advice to stay calm, Eliza couldn't manage to keep her composure and was eventually taken to jail.
Listen. I've been trying to tell you to clean this up. Well, I don't want you, but he's nice enough to let you see me.
I don't want to like this.
We're gonna get in fucking head. You're gonna get out of this house. You're gonna get out of the house. I know that. I love you. Do you want me to keep her or?
I want you to keep both of them.
Oh, it's like I can put you $3.
Go ahead, Lee.
I love you.
No, someone.
Well,
26, she's like,
I don't want you to let go.
well, baby. I don't want to let
hey,
you.
we gotta get going.
I love you.
We got a long drive ahead of us. So.
I love you, Mom.
Look at me.
I got arrested.
I love you. Huh?
Somebody got arrested. He told me that they were coming.
Well, it's a matter of time.
I'm gonna call over this whole and tell them to give you a phone. I don't even know my number. I don't even mine.
I have your phone. It'll be coming with you to the jail. That you'll be able to get any numbers from there that you need.
I don't. My phone just got freaking tore up from this idiot last night.
Well, if she has any other numbers that'll be nearby for you, she can look up those numbers on
I
her phone.
can call up there and have a number handed to give to you.
Yeah,
Or I'll write you.
Eliza, get in the truck.
Keep him phone, okay?
I love you. I will.
I love you.
Get in the truck.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
I love you so much.
I love you. Do right, baby. I love you. I'll be here for you.
Finally, Eliza was charged with resisting arrest without violence, for which a $500 fine may offered.
Welcome to Speed Bodycam channel, where we share police bodycam footage. We are a dedicated team focused on creating educational and engaging content about law enforcement. Using AI and advanced technology combined with editing skill, we carefully craft our own authentic videos. Our editing team worked hard to highlight the emotional and real-life challenge officers face every day. Through impactful storytelling, we bring this story to life and share important lessons to raise awareness about the need to respect and comply with law enforcement. Please note that the content we present is not intended to promote or glorify violence, nor to condemn any individual or organization. We share this video for educational purposes, reporting and encouraging compliance with law and law enforcement in your area. Additionally, our body cam footage is edited for brevity and to comply with YouTube's community guidelines, focusing on journalistic integrity while bringing both entertainment and meaningful lessons. We appreciate YouTube for providing a wonderful platform to reach viewers and share valuable content worldwide. Our audience support is a huge motivation for us to continue producing meaningful content every day, and it means so much to us. Thank you for being a part of the Speed Body Cam community.
That's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.